I was looking at people like the Gucci, Lil Wayne, the Rosses, like all the artists before me, and I'm like, shit, you nigga getting all this goddamn money for these shows. Then you got the money that's coming from the merch. You know what I'm saying? Then you got the sales. Like you got all these different revenues of money. And I was just like, shit, what if I could do this shit and I be all independent? You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I'm the artist, but this young CEO too though. So I was always like, I want to see how far I can go. I want to see how far I can really take this shit. How much I can be getting for a show. How much I can be really accumulating every month. How many millions I can make per month without signing no deal. I wanted to see. And I brought this shit to reality on account of my ambition and me really knowing all this shit is just some work. That's how I came in the game, and I was just always like, we gonna pull this shit off and make it happen.
Mobbing in the Bentley, smoking moon rocks. Pocket full of motherfucking blue guap. Half an ounce in my Gucci tube socks. For the summertime, got a new drop. Trapper slash rapper slash bad bitch snatcher. Baby mama mad, she said you live like a bachelor. So what? Sold 100 pounds and gave 10% to the pastor. Keep going up the ladder. Hey man, make 'em mad.
I just apply this shit to my art, rap, music. This shit like my art. It's a plan for me, and I'm on the right track. That's how this shit let me know. If I wasn't on the right track, shit would've went a whole lot of kind of ways. I could've came out my career just going straight in there, trying to get on. I'm an independent artist, and I got shit going on.
3-tone chain, 2-tone watch, 2-tone drop. Oh my God, he too hot, he too hot. I stashed $1 million, forgot all about it, and let the shit rot. Rich crack, baby. Mama and daddy both used to smoke rocks. Rich crack, baby. Now I'm smoking kush with my mom and dad on a yacht. Same hood, fuck my mom and dad up. I made $1 million off of that block. Yeah, I stay into it with that nigga, but this hustling shit come from my pops. You gave me a hard life, but I ain't tripping though, cause it made me a star. Pull up at the club at a bar, yeah, and I don't even drink, I drink raw. Ha, hey, came in with a check on these bitches. You know I'ma flex on these bitches. Blue rocks around my neck on these bitches. Blue racks, I'm obsessed with these bitches. VS's, they biting, they vicious. Blue roll, it cost me $150. Sliding dolo with my 30 with me. And my chocolate bitch, my Hershey's kisses. Freshest nigga in the whole vicinity. Fake friends worse than real enemies. Niggas from school be like, remember me? Nah, nigga, did I sell you some weed? I buy what I want and what I need. Why you spend all that money on jewelry? Even though you was a crack fiend. Mama, you gave birth to a trap king. Mama, ha, you gon' always be my trap queen. Mama, damn, I mean always be my black queen. Mama, I love you to death, it is what it is. Shit so crazy, you look just like my kids. You had me shooting dice when I was 6. Then I started smoking before I was 10. You and my daddy, y'all made a trap, baby. I been cutting all of these niggas out lately. Throw 50 racks, watch the strippers go crazy. No money involved and I don't got the patience.
My whole thing was to really just give these folks this real content about the culture, about the environment, about the streets, about just everything, just period. Cause this shit gonna last and they ain't gonna go nowhere. This shit would have happened 20 years before me. It's gonna be happening 20, 50 years after me. It's important to just give you folks the real.
Cause they shady. These bitches, they just wanna have my baby. Born in the 80s, bitch, crack baby. Damn. Mama, she was in the street, so guess who raised me? You motherfucking right, couldn't get it from my mama, so I got it off the block. Been working my whole life, but I ain't never punched a clock. 9 years old, I seen a nigga get shot. Damn. Niggas quick to run they mouth when they get jammed. Pussy ass nigga, tell it on his own fam. The same nigga that you break your neck for. Be the same nigga that cross you out and wet you up. Supposed to be chasing money, but you chasing bitches.
What's up, it's your boy Gucci. Never in a million years I thought I would have to do this. I want to say long live to my friend Dolph. I want you to know, man, that I love you. I miss you. You know, I hope that you're in a better place. I know that you're in a better place. It really broke my heart when this happened, man. But I'm asking God, you know, to take your family, your kids, and watch over them. And I just want you to know you always have a special place in my heart. I never forget you. I'm do everything I can to keep your name going. Long live Dolph. Forever. Good.
Hey, what up? It's your player partner 2 Chainz, and I just want to send my condolences to the whole Thornton family, Young Dolph's partner, kids, the whole PRE, the whole Memphis. You know what I'm saying? A real dear friend of mine. Been knowing Dolph a very long time. I consider, especially in the rap game, you know, it's like dog years. Every year count feel like 7. So I feel like I've known him a long time. We got along instantly. We share some similarities, some strong similarities, but you know, overall, man, just a real good guy gone too soon. You know what I'm saying? And I want to send my condolences and my prayers to the family. Love.
What it do, man? It's your boy A-Ball. It's your boy Pimp Type, MJG. Also known as Primrose and Marley. You hear me? Yeah. Want to say, man, send my boy off with love, man. Send y'all real good, son. Already. It was always love. Gonna always be love on earth or wherever. You hear me, man? Man, you our brother forever, man. Already. And you put on for the city. You made Memphis music, step it up. You hear me? And you are the king. Already.
I want to send my condolences out to Dolph, his family, friends, all the supporters, man, you know what I'm saying? It was hard for me to do this. I've been crying and just been down, man, you know what I'm saying, for the last few weeks. Rest in peace, Young Dolph, my nigga. You're a legend. You did it. You did it for the city of Memphis. We love you, my nigga. We miss you. God bless everybody, man, the family. Memphis, Tennessee. Let's stop the violence, man. You know what I'm saying? Let's stop the violence.
Hey, say what's happening, man. King paying respects, man. One of the greats. Legendary king in the game. Young Dolph. Man, rest in paradise. Man, everything I known about you, you was always solid. Always stood up on advancement, on progression, financial independence. You know what I mean? It was always about the greater good of all. It was always about the community. It was always about the team, the fam. You know what I mean? Man, not too long before you passed, we ran into each other, man. You were coming out of one music fest, I was going in, and we slapped hands, had a brief conversation, exchanged some laughs, and agreed to see each other later on. Later on never happened. But we gonna represent for you, man. We love and respect you. You dig what I'm saying? From one king to another, man, salute. And may the things you stood for continue to stand for generations. All right? In a minute.
Yo, what up? What up? This your girl Gangsta Boo. I'm broadcasting live from LA, and I just want to give my condolences to Young Dolph family, his label, his friends, and I just want to share a real quick memory I have. When I first heard of Young Dolph, it was at Drummer Boy's house in Atlanta when the Welcome to Dolphland came out with DJ Scream. I was like, who the hell is Young Dolph? And he showed the world who the fuck he is. And I'm speechless. I'm heartbroken. And, you know, what's understood don't got to be explained. Rest in peace to a real king, real philanthropist, a leader, an icon, role model, teacher, and a boss.
I'd like to extend my condolences to the friends, family, loved ones, and anybody close. I just had the honor and the pleasure to meet Dolph. I can recall he brought him to the crib and we sat in the movie theater and just talked about life, relationships, fatherhood. We talked about everything, and he was so open, he was so real, he was so genuine, and he's gone far too quick. He was a real one, son. He was a real one that I was proud that you had a relationship with.
He had a major influence in my life, just talking to him and knowing he just gave me knowledge from a different area of stuff that he done in his life. So I just really respected him. I wish we had more time together.
God bless you all. We lost a real one.
What it do? It's Paul Wild sending love and condolences from Houston, Texas. Say, man, Texas, love Young Dolph. We had a lot of great times together, a lot of good memories. One time I never forget is when Young Dolph came down the 4th Ward. That Theezy block, we shot that video for Down South Hustlers. The whole city came out to show love, man. Like I say, Texas, love Young Dolph, man. Much love. Long live Dolph.
One of my favorite memories with Dolph was when I first bought my home and I saw he was out here in Northern California. I invited him up to the crib. We smoked weed, we went through some flavors, but I popped on a movie. I believe it was Planet of the Apes. And he looked at me and said, "Burn, what kind of weird shit you got on here? Why is this ape talking?" And I never forget that look on his face. He was so confused, but when I explained it to him and we got even higher, I think he enjoyed the movie, and we just bonded and vibed out. You know, Dolph was a good dude. He always gave me my flowers when it came to music. And, you know, besides the body of work that we created together, that's one of my favorite memories. He was a real one. He was humble. He was solid. I'm going to miss the hell out of Dolph. Sending love and positive energy to everyone, you know, family and friends. I wish I was there with you guys today. Dolph, we're going to miss you. I'm going to smoke one for you right now, brother.
Good evening, Memphis. Good evening, Memphis. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Let me first of all say how proud and honored I am to be afforded the opportunity to give a tribute and memorial to Young Dolph. I met this young man many years ago in Lincoln Park. I was running for re-election, and he came up to me, and he had a group of guys with him. We took pictures, and I was just impressed with his personality. He was dynamic, and we took pictures, and from that point, he blew up to become just an incredible talent. My message to you this evening is this young man left us far too soon. Far too soon. And I want to say to his family that the contributions that he made to music and to mankind will live on and on and on. Now, the message is, in the Bible it says that the poor will always be with us. But what the Bible didn't say was that haters will always be among us. A man should not have to pay a price of death because he excels, because he has a lifestyle of his own, because God gave him talent. He should not have to relinquish his life for being himself when he gives to others. I only have 5 minutes. I'm 81 years old. I want y'all to hear this. Listen to me real. I'm 81. In my career, I've always had to face haters, always having to shake them off. And I want to say to you young people in the rap industry today, your talent is what God gave you. It's contemporary music. It's good. Most of it I don't understand. I had some people, Greg, they said, Dr. Harrington, you're going to go and give tribute to a rapper? Have you heard his lyrics? You know what I said to them? Rap music is an art form. Everybody don't have to like it, but it is an art form. And Memphis has grown some of the most talented rappers in the world. So we should celebrate that, not hate that. And let me say one other thing before I take my seat. As a former mayor of Memphis, obviously the stain of Dr. Martin Luther King being assassinated here, and now another dark stain with this young man having to relinquish his life because of his talent and his generosity is another dark stain on the history of Memphis. And I want to say to y'all before I take my seat, let us build Memphis up and not tear it down. Let's love each other. Let's respect each other. Let's rise up together and not with division. And to the young man who was explaining something to me the other day, he said, Dr. Harrington, he said, you don't understand, what did he tell me, affiliation? He said, you don't understand retaliation. I said, yes, I do. I understand it from a literary review, and I understand it from the streets. But I want to say to all of you all that talk about affiliations and retaliations, that's bullshit. We need to love each other, respect each other. And that's what Young Dolph was all about. So my prayers are with the family. Thank you all for giving me an opportunity to speak.
When I say his name, you say Young Dolph. Say his name. Say his name. To this family, to Sister Mia, to the kids, to Memphis, and to the world, we're here today to honor the life, the love, and the legacy of Adolph Thornton Jr., Main Man, Paper Route Frank, Flipper, Young Dolph. Say his name. For those who may not know, I'm Dr. Earl Fisher. I'm the senior pastor of Abyssinian Baptist Church in Whitehaven. It's a church that's affectionately referred to as the blackest church in Memphis and Shelby County. That means ain't nobody gonna love black folks or stand up for black folks or show up for black folks or speak out for black folks or advocate for black folks more than Abyssinian. So I had to start us off today with some African spirituality. Say his name. See, there's an African proverb that says, as long as we speak a person's name, they shall never die. So say his name. Now I know, because I've been listening to what's been said around the city that some people seem to think that a young black man from Castelia is not worth this type of tribute. So let me say this with all of the black pastoral and prophetic fervor and fire I can muster. If we can honor Elvis Presley, I'd be damned if we ain't finna honor Young Dolph. If we can name streets after racists like Boss Crump, I'd be damned if we ain't naming streets after folks like Young Dolph. If we can erect statues of folks like Nathan Bedford Forrest and Jefferson Davis and white slave traders, I'd be damned if we won't tear the roof off of the FedEx Forum celebrating the life, the love, and the legacy of Young Dolph. Say his name. Say his name. Yeah, we came and called his name to evoke his spirit in this place, to show him some love, some deep, profound love, because he loved Memphis. He loved God, he loved his family, and he loved God's people. So in good black preacher fashion, I need to ask us to bow for a moment of prayer before we move into some of these wonderful performances. Won't you pray with me? Holy God, who has created us and sustains us in this life and the next, we thank you today for the life and the witness of the one you sent to South Memphis by way of Chicago, to the one you used to uplift and inspire. We ask that you remind us of our ancestral history that did not separate the secular from the spiritual. Remind us that in you, O God, all things are sacred. So share your spirit with all of us today. Breathe on us so that we can take up the mantle of Young Dolph, that we might live like he lived and give like he gave. Like our ancestors and elders would sing, if we could help somebody as we travel along, if we can cheer somebody with a word or a song, if we could show somebody that they are traveling wrong, then our living will not be in vain. Help us to make sure that the life and even the tragic, untimely death of Adolph Thornton Jr. will never be in vain. We pray this in the name of all things holy, and all of God's people said together, Ashe and amen. Memphis, Tennessee, and people watching all over the world, do me a favor. If your life was touched in a profound and positive way by Young Dolph, I want you to stand up on your feet, put your hands together, and say his name. Say his name. Say his name. Say his name.
Hello, everybody. Hi. My girl Monica was gonna sing, but she called me to stand in her place. So I'm gonna do just that for Young Dolph and for you all, and for the Lord. I've learned how to live holy, and I've learned how to live right. I've learned how to suffer, for if I suffer, I will gain eternal life. I've learned how to live holy. I've learned how to live right. I've learned how to survive. For if I suffer, I will gain eternal life. When I see Jesus, amen. When I see the man who died for me, the man who set me free, amen. All of my troubles, every one of my disappointments will all be over. When I see Jesus, why should I feel discouraged? Huh? And why should the shadows come? Thank you, Jesus. Why should my heart be lonely and lone for heaven, my home? Anybody know who Jesus is? When Jesus is my portion, a constant friend is He. God's eye is on this world, for I
For I He watches over. God bless you.
I'll give you peace when the storm is raging, and I'll be your light when the road ahead gets dim. I am the Father, I will take care of you. Anything you need, have faith indeed. Just ask, just ask. See, I am the Lord, and I can move all mountains, and I'll be your strength when you are weary, weak, and torn, weary, weak, and torn. Believe in my power. Hey, ask in my name. Oh, just ask, just ask.
Now, I was told this was one of Dolph's favorite gospel songs. So if you know this song, sing it along with me so we can honor him the way he deserves to be honored. Amen?
Tell me, what do you do when you've done all you can, and it seems like it's never enough? And what do you say when your friends turn away and you're all alone, alone? Tell me, what do you give when you've given your all? Tell me, how do you live with the shame? Child, you just stand when there's nothing left to do. You just stand and watch the Lord see you through. Yes, after you've done all you can, you just stand. Tell me, how do you handle the guilt of your past? Tell me, how do you deal with the shame? And how can you smile when your heart has been broken and filled with pain, filled with pain? Tell me, what do you give when you've given your all, and it seems like you can't make it through? Will you just stand when there's nothing left to do? You just stand and watch the Lord see you through. Yes, after you've done all you can, you just stand and be sure. Be not entangled in the bondage again. You just stand and endure. 'Cause God has a purpose. Yes, God has a plan. Tell me, what do you do when you've done all you can, and it seems like you can't make it through? Well, you just stand. You stand. And you stand. Don't give up. No, don't give in. Just stay in the race, and you will win. Through the fire, you're gonna come through the rain. Just don't give God bless you.
I don't think it's work. Oh, all right. What's up, y'all? My name is Jose Casado. I'm from New York City. I recently changed my name to Paper Route Coupe after I won the challenge. I won the Penguins challenge, and Dolph gave me $25,000. So I want to say thank you to the state of Tennessee and the city of Memphis for birthing Young Dolph, giving us Young Dolph to the world. You understand? I want to thank his wife and his kids for being there for him and, you know, supporting him throughout his whole career and before that, too, you know. He inspired me to do a lot of shit. I'm 27 years old and, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just got out of prison not too long ago. I'm not doing too good, but meeting him and him giving me what he gave me, aside from the money, just the words of encouragement that he gave me inspired me to let me know that it's not too late just because I'm 27. You understand? So anybody out there that whatever, however old you are, just know Dolph was 36, right? Wasn't he? He's 36, right? You know what I'm saying? So it's never too late to get out there and make money, change your family's lives. And I don't know what else to say, but I appreciate Young Dolph. I appreciate his whole family. And I appreciate the city of Memphis for giving us Young Dolph. Thank you.
Hi, everybody. Oh, oops. So a lot of you guys just know me by Lamborghini Jag, all thanks to Young Dolph. I wasn't really ready to come on here. I didn't think I was going to be able to talk, but I really just am just as grateful as he is, more probably, because it's crazy what he did. Obviously, we know Young Dolph is one of a kind, clearly a GOAT. The realest person on here did so much without having to. I'm trying not to cry. But I think it's just crazy. I told him I wanted to come to Memphis, to Tennessee, and get to see where he grew up. Obviously, I didn't want it to be this way. I wanted him to be here, but let's just keep the memories of him, you know, keep hustling, keep abiding by his word, and just move forward. Obviously, he was gone way too soon, but yeah, long live Dolph.
Hey, how y'all feeling? How y'all feeling? So, my name Timothy Fletcher. I'm from Baltimore, Maryland. I won the That's Major Challenge for Young Dolph, man. You about to make me cry. All right, so I just want to say, like, ever since that day, my life changed for the better dramatically, dramatically. And it's what he said to me that really shocked me for real, because he said, at the end of the day, whatever you want, just go and get it and believe in yourself and don't let nobody stop you. And he asked me what I do it for. I said, man, I do it for my family. And he was like, man, if you keep doing it for your family, you ain't never gonna lose. Because he was like, that's what I do it for. And I was like, dang, that's crazy. And he was like, matter of fact, we gonna stay in touch. He was the first global rapper that said, yo, let's stay in touch. And I'm thinking in my head, okay, but I already know how it go, because I work with a lot of rappers and stuff like that. But he kept his word. I remember I was fighting for my life, because I'm a type 1 diabetic. I was fighting for my life in the hospital. I had family members that didn't even check up on me. But Dolph called me and asked what was wrong, because he seen my post on Instagram, and I told him. He told me stay on top of it. Man, that's crazy, because I don't even know what to say. That's just crazy, because I would never expect that for real. But long live Dolph, man. For real.
Good afternoon, Memphis. My name is Alan Parks, and for the last 8 years, I've been extremely blessed to know Dolph, not only as his manager, but as his friend. Dolph was super smart, driven, passionate, focused, authentic, unorthodox, and incredibly unique. These are just a few characteristics that made Dolph the beloved friend, father, son, nephew, cousin, grandchild, artist, boss we all came to know today. Dolph, you are a titan amongst men, never wavering off the course that you have set for yourself. Always staying true to your roots, always being about taking care of your family, your city, the city of Memphis. It has been an honor to watch you grow into one of the most influential, impactful music artists of your generation. From the streets of Memphis to the streets of London, you left your mark. You created your own real-life empire, Paper Route. You turned nothing into something for you and your family. Dolph's dedication to his career was unprecedented. I can remember our first promo tour. He had just got all his wisdom teeth pulled, and he still came and showed up and handled his business. That entire week, all we ate was smoothies. But that showed me Dolph had what it took to make it. He was relentless. The biggest thing I admire about Dolph was his character and his respect for people. Dolph and I had plenty of disagreements, but one thing never changed was the way he carried himself. He was a true lion, never losing his emotion or changing his tone. It was always the politest, no, or simple, I ain't doing that. Dolph always kept things in-house and only dealt with family when it came to business. So I am honored and appreciative of how much he respected and cared about me and the Street Execs family. He had trusted us in his career and bringing all of his visions to life. Dolph didn't move outside of the empire for nothing or nobody. It's been an honor to be a part of such a special person's life and career. Finally, I would want to say thank you, Dolph. Our business and personal relationship will always hold a special place in my heart. And you will forever be part of the Street Execs family. Long live Dolph, the King of Memphis. God blesses Mia, the kids, the family, the entire PRE team. It's forever Paper Route business with me.
Mobbing in the Bentley, smoking more. Rock. Pocket full of mother. Blue. Guap. Half an ounce in my Gucci 2 socks. For the summertime, got a new drop. Mobbing in the Bentley, smoking more. Rock. Pocket full of mother. Blue. Guap. Half an ounce in my Gucci 2 socks. For the summertime, got a new drop. Mobbing in the Bentley, smoking. Mobbing in the Bentley, smoking. Mobbing in the Bentley, smoking more. Rock. Mobbing in the Bentley, smoking. Mobbing in the Bentley, smoking. Mobbing in the Bentley, smoking more. Rock. Mobbing in the Bentley, smoking more. Rock. Mobbing in the Bentley, smoking more. Rock. Pocket full of mother. Blue. Guap. Half an ounce in my Gucci 2 socks. For the summertime, got a new drop. Mobbing in the Bentley, smoking more. Rock. Mobbing in the Bentley, smoking more. Rock. Pocket full of mother. Blue. Guap. Mobbing in the Bentley, smoking more. Rock. Mobbing in the Bentley, smoking more. Rock. Mobbing in the Bentley, smoking more. Rock. Mobbing in the Bentley, smoking more. All I need is one scale, a couple bills. Came in this shit by myself. Dog, why you fuck this girl? Oh, shit, cause I'm a player. One scale, a couple bills. Came in this shit by myself. Dog, why you fuck this girl? Oh, shit, cause all I need is one scale, a couple bills. Came in this shit by myself. Dog, why you fuck this girl? Oh, shit, cause all I need is one scale, a couple bills. Came in this shit by myself. One scale, a couple bills. Came in this shit by all I need is one scale, a couple bills. One scale, a couple bills. One scale, a couple bills. Came in this shit, all I need is one scale, a couple bills. One scale, a couple bills. One scale, a couple bills. Came in this shit, all I need is one scale, a couple bills. Came in this shit by myself. Dog, why you fuck this girl? Oh, shit, cause I'm a player. Quarterback, no NFL. Ay, trippin' in Chanel. Playin' high, go see in the mansion with my. All I need is one scale, a couple bills. One scale, a couple bills. One scale, a couple bills. Came in this shit, but all I need is one scale, a couple bills. One scale, a couple bills. One scale, a couple bills. Came in this shit by myself. One scale, a couple bills. One scale, a couple bills. One scale, a couple bills. Came in this shit by myself. Dog, why you fuck this girl? Oh, shit, cause I'm a player. One scale, a couple bills. One scale, a couple bills.
Yellow diamonds on me, but everything still on gold. Couple rappers do not like me cause I fuck they hoe. Yeah, chicken on these bitches, that's something that I don't know. How to do. Yeah, it's a big difference between me and you. I can show you how to hustle, how to ball, and how to shoot. Yeah, I can show you how to hustle, how to ball, and how to shoot. I've been doing this since a jit, little bitch, this shit like that. Moved up in the rain, money coming in, bitch, I like my shit in rain. I'm about to buy another truck and finna give away my car. I shoot and shit like Paul Pierce, bitch, I ball, yeah, I'm I just put some work harder up in my man. I be shitting on these niggas, that's all that I do. I be shitting on these niggas, that's all that I do. I be shitting on all these niggas, that's all that I do. I be shitting on all these niggas, that's all that I do. I be shitting on all these niggas, that's all that I do. Oh, then how you coming, Glock? Okay. Go, 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 go. I don't follow rules, no. Did I fuck his bitch for sure? I had to cause he a hoe. Hey, I went to school with a boat before lunchtime. I had it so I ain't
bro, don't get that shit on my sheets, bro. Mobbing in the Bentley, smoking moon. Hey, rocks. Hey. Pocket full of blue guap. Half an ounce in my Gucci tube. Socks. For the summertime, got a new drop. Trapper slash rapper slash bad snatcher. Hey, come here. Baby mama mad. She said you live like a bachelor. So what? Sold 100 pounds. Then gave 10% to the pastor. Church. Keep going up the ladder. Hey. My son, when I'm gone, you gon' be a rich look. Yeah. Pointers on me hitting, leave a dizzy. All my old feeling salty, yeah.
Hey, first of all, I brought my son up here just to let people know that Dolph changed generations. My son right here, he changed my life, so he changed my son's life. So, it's so crazy that I'm gonna tell y'all a story. Like, before everything happened, man, it's so crazy. He called me, was like, bro, come do the video. So I come do the video. The man got like, I know about $20,000, $30,000 on him. So I do the video, and man, ugly ass nigga, let me do my motherfucking thing up here. You don't tell me what the fuck I need to be doing. Tell his ass something. But y'all check this out. So, before then, I was just like a local comedian. Like, I was just getting like $500 a show and all this shit. So, I'm expecting this man to give me some money. I'm like, man, I know this nigga finna give me something. He ain't finna have no motherfucking 50,000 over here and he ain't finna give me shit. I'm over here in the hood at my motherfucking grandma's house and he ain't giving me shit. So I'm mad as a motherfucker. I go back to the house. I'm like, man, hell nah, I know this nigga ain't. Man, he gonna not give me nothing seriously. So shit, about a month go by. I'm at the crib. I call him. I say, man, bro, you know what's crazy? I'm getting $5,000 for a video now. This nigga tell me, bro, didn't I tell you? I'm like, damn, this shit crazy. Man, it's just so crazy how this man just changed my life literally. Like, I didn't have nothing. I didn't have a fucking car. I didn't have a fucking car. I'm riding my baby mama car around the city. Real shit. I'm riding her regular car around the city. I ain't have a goddamn car. And now I'm having everything, you know what I'm saying? It's so crazy, like I'm owning houses, I'm giving away houses, I'm goddamn giving away cars, and all this shit cause of him. All this shit cause of bruh. Without that man, I wouldn't be sitting right here right now, I wouldn't have nothing. My son wouldn't have nothing. I wouldn't even be able to feed my son. I wouldn't be able to feed my family. Now we having shit. And I wanna say, hey, ain't nobody did it like my boy. My boy was independent. My boy popped this shit. Ain't no rapper in Memphis fucking with my boy. That's a fact. My boy put that shit on, you hear me? And that's why I got this shit on today, cause of my boy. That's why my son got this shit on, cause of my boy. And we gonna keep popping this shit, man. Paper rap for life, man, you hear me?
Good afternoon, Memphis. I'm Auntie, and this is my family. Thank you. We are offspring of Ida Mae, but we are missing one very important person, and that person is Main Main. Main Main was the glue that held our family together. Oh, I see my brother. Please stand. Adolph. I didn't know he wasn't up here. Main Main's father. And I think my sister-in-law, Diane, Adolph's mother. Thank you. Main Main has given me the strength to make it to all of the programs that we had planned for the city of Memphis and for the street renaming. But today, I woke up different. I didn't feel the same. I didn't feel the same strength. All I want to say now is I'm sad, I'm mad, and I want my boy
Hello, everybody. I'm Carlisa. I'm Young Dolph, aka May May. That's who he is to me, May May. I'm his second oldest sister. And I have here with me is my oldest, who's the oldest of us all, Erica, here with me. As a family, we are just so blessed to have had a brother, nephew, cousin, friend like May May. Since his passing, it feels like a piece of us is just gone. He was the glue to it all. Looking back on the things that he accomplished, the legacy that he has built, it just makes us smile. We were so honored and blessed that my family and I were just able to witness greatness, to see somebody in our family go for what they know, do what they love, and build it from the ground up. He poured so much into his family, community, and those around him. We definitely missed everything about May May. His smile, his generosity, his bossiness, his love, support, his laugh, convos, FaceTiming with us, and just everything about him. I can just go on and on. We will continue to hold it down for you, May May, and continue to pour into others as you did. We love you so much until we meet again.
Hi, everyone. My name is Erica. There are so many emotions that I'm going through on a daily basis. I was just able to find a point to put some of my feelings and words that I have together, because I couldn't just take the time out to sit there to write anything. Because like my sister and my aunt, it's just, you go from one way to the next. You're either smiling, you might start crying, thinking about things because you're sad, you're angry, you're pissed, you're ready to fight, you're just so many things that you're going through. But I have this poem here that says, in memory of a wonderful brother. The author is unknown. I hold on to our memories, the ones that are so dear, to try to keep you always close. Now you are not here. You were called, it was your time, but it is so true, you have left a legacy. There was no one like you. You were very special, and I want to say I feel lost in so many ways. You are not here today, but I will never forget you. I know I have been blessed to have you for my brother because you were the best. Thank you.
Hey! Hey! Hey!
Greetings to everyone. I'm Student Minister Abdul Muthakir Muhammad, here on behalf of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan and the Nation of Islam. On behalf of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan and the Nation of Islam, we stand here today to join in the celebration of the life of our brother, Memphis' own Adolph Thornton Jr., better known to the world as Young Dolph. Say his name. Brothers and sisters, as I sit here, this is a beautiful service. And the sight of so many of you here, beautiful brothers and sisters from Memphis and around the world, it reminds us of the beautiful scripture in Psalms 133 where it says, "Behold, how good and pleasant it is for brethren to dwell in unity." That's right. Your presence here today shows a strong demonstration of our unity, and I'm telling you, you look very beautiful here. We are gathered and united today during a special moment in time for a special fitting purpose. We are here to convert mourning into celebration, to replace sadness with joy, and to seize upon and to feed upon the positive. My teacher, the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, offered powerful insight into life and death, and he said in words that when we live, we are all writing our book. He said that each day that we live, we are writing our testament until death comes. He said that life takes so many twists and turns that one could never fully know a person until the death of that individual. He says, then the historians come and gather all the bits and pieces of evidence in the person's life and work. Then the historians assign this person his or her place in history. So in truth, one can never receive one's true reward while they are alive. Our brother Young Dolph is no longer writing his testament. And it is now that many of us can see his life, marvel over the great gift that God gave to our brother, and marvel over the brilliance of who he was and is. My first encounter with Dolph was in 2015 here in Memphis as the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan was traveling the country preparing for the 20th anniversary of the Million Man March. When he came to Memphis, he wanted to speak with the religious leaders, the political leaders, but he also wanted to speak with the young, the youth, the rappers, the cultural community, the spiritual community. One of the first ones to sign up to come to meet with the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan was Dolph. And they put that picture of him and Minister Farrakhan on his Instagram page. And then he later made a reference to the Honorable Minister Farrakhan in one of his songs called Point Across. History will show that our brother was an evolving human being and revolutionary in his own way. An evolving human being. Many love him because of his music and for the fact of his success. It made us proud. Because he was from Memphis, we were proud. But he was much more than an artist, more than a celebrity, an ambassador for the city. He was an evolving human being. There's an author, Charles Holmes, from Billboard magazine, who said about Dolph, he said, young Dolph will make you believe in yourself. He talks with the passion of a preacher, rhythmically speaks with the intensity of a motivational speaker, and radiates the warmth of a father figure. Mr. Holmes later on wrote about young Dolph in 2018 after he put out the album or the CD Role Model. And he asked Dolph why did he label or title the CD Role Model. And Dolph said these words, it's like us being these artists, being in a situation, being in a position that we are in. We've got to realize that people of my age and older people and younger people, they look up to me. They listen to my lyrics for wisdom. They listen to my lyrics for like game, and they listen to my lyrics for real deal beneficial purposes. Here's a young man, but he realizes that he can instill and inspire people to do better. And he's coming to that realization. He's evolving. And Dolph was rising to this occasion because he was accepting his duty and responsibility to be a community leader. While his profession gained wealth and success for him and his family, he identified the need of the community and was seeking to fill in his own way. He didn't just make an album called Role Model. He was a role model in his own right. So now the question is, brothers and sisters, that we are here. The question arises, who will step up like he did? Who among us will realize that whatever our situation is in life, we have a responsibility and a duty to our community? In this audience, we have fathers and mothers and students and entrepreneurs. We have social workers and regular workers, nurses and doctors and professional people. The life of young Dolph places before all of us a worthy example and a profound challenge. And that challenge that I want to share with you as I leave. The time is now, dear family, for us to accept responsibility to change the reality of our community, to do our part in the community, to become role models as young Dolph did. If there's anything in him that you admired and loved, anything in him that you appreciated, then instill that in yourself, and then you radiate that to others. I heard a man stand up here and say because of what young Dolph did for him, he can now take care of his family. And that appreciation was instilled from him down into his child. That is the goal of all of us to do. Whatever we admire of our brother, let us do that. We have a pressing and urgent need to apply Dr. Martin Luther King's philosophy of nonviolence in our own community. I am your brother, and I'm standing here on behalf of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan and the Nation of Islam, and we extend our hand to anyone who wants to make our communities a safer place to live. We want to work with you. All of us have a responsibility to do something. So as I close, our condolences to the family, to the mother, the children, and may God bless us all to remember, and not only just remember, but instill the values that Young Dolph had into our communities. Thank you. Peace be unto you.
Dolph, you're a king, boy. That's all I want you to know. You're a king. You're a real king. I had to represent for you, and I will continue to represent for you. As long as I got a Brit in me, watch. You're a true soldier. TRU to the bone gristle. That's how I feel, bro. Your spirit will live on. Trust me, bro. You did a lot for the community. You did a lot for people. You was there for a lot of people, bro. Dudes that make it don't do that. They don't have that mindset you had. You've been in the game. They ain't coming like you, Dolph. They ain't coming like Dolph. I'm serious, bro. People make it and they forget about where they come from. They forget about them. As long as they don't be tripping. But not Dolph. You heard me? Not Dolph. Want y'all to know I'm in the pen for real. They gave me life. That mean they want me to die up in jail, you feel me? And when you in this situation, a lot of people run out on your own family, you heard me? So for Dolph to come through and holler at me, that was some real stuff right there, brother. And it's a trip how it all happened. It's a trip how me and him got introduced to each other. Yeah, he reached out to Monica and he was telling her, like, look, the only way I see to get to see is to go through you. That's what I heard. And she was like, what's up? And he was like, I want to go visit him, you heard me? I want to visit my dog. I look up to him, that's my favorite rapper, you heard me? But it was COVID time. He couldn't come, see what I'm saying? So she said, be cool. We're going to make it happen. Then she hollered at me, put me on the phone with him. Me and him talked, and right then and there, I knew we. When Monica put me and Dolph on the phone, bro, I just felt his soul. He felt my soul. I said, dog, when I touch down, we're going to be like this. You heard me? I like your style, I like how you rock. You 100%, you pure, you true, straight up. And that's the only kind of people I want to surround myself around. And all I can say is I'm going to miss him to the fullest, bro. I ain't going to even lie, it's a piece of me. Monica going to read y'all a real heartfelt letter that I wrote, you know. And I know he looking down on us right now and seeing everybody and seeing the love that he getting and the support that his family getting. And what I need y'all to do is to continue to show this kind of love and this kind of support to his wife, his kids, and everything that he is involved in, you heard me? Real talk. This dude a soldier.
I received instruction to read to you all his feelings about Adolph. He said, my name is Corey Miller, known to the world as C. Murder. I've been locked up 20 summers. I did this time by myself, providing for my daughters. Sitting in the dungeon sometimes thinking, will I die in prison? I got a life sentence, and I was wrongfully convicted because I've remained silent. I've been through it all, but a bright light was shined upon me. That light was Young Dolph. Finally, after all these years, a real one steps up and reaches down to pull up a true soldier. I've been good to the game since birth. I deserved a soldier's welcome, but I didn't always get it. Dolph was not related to me. He was just a solid dude. He was on top of his game and his grind. The respect he had for me helped me to stay strong throughout my trials and tribulations. Out of the blue, he reached out to Monica and said he wanted to visit me. He gave things to my daughters financially. He talked to me. He checked on me weekly, and the first thing he would ask was, how was my spirits? He was truly a thug's angel. God put him in my life for a reason. I am a better man because of Adolph. I will never forget him, and I will keep his name ringing in my music and in the streets. This dude is so special that God knew he needed him. It's time for us to be there for his wife and kids. And to those real enough to understand, not just of our industry, please respect his memory as the martyr he has become, and pay it forward to Adolph's wife and kids. Y'all know what I mean. Make sure that they're straight, and do like Adolph did. Don't ask, just execute. Rest in peace and paradise, Dolph. I will love you forever. C. Murder. I want to say to Adolph's family, his mother and father, his Aunt Rita, and everyone that he loves so dearly, that the most important thing in his life was to make you proud and to make sure none of you wanted for anything. I would take him out to eat, and I would make sure the restaurant was as bougie as I possibly could, so that I could laugh at Adolph pushing the unnecessary folks to the side. I asked him what was the most important thing to him, and he told me it was two things: my son and my daughter. Mia, I pray that I can in some way be there for you as your life changes tremendously day by day. Your children meant so much to their father that there was never a conversation where at least something that they said or did not come up. When I asked Adolph, what song of mine do you love? He said, I ain't gonna lie, I don't listen to all that unless I'm with Mia. And I told him, the way you respect and honor her will give your daughter the ability to love herself beyond what any man she comes in contact with ever could. I told him, keep doing what you're doing. And he said, well, what is your motivation? I said, real people. People like you that think enough of others to put themselves to the back at times. Pre is a legacy that will not stop just because of Adolph's transition. What the devil means for bad, God will always make good of. And to be absent in body is to be present with the Lord. So you took him from us in the physical realm, but he is elevated even higher to take his dream and what he wanted for those that he loved to the next level. He asked me to sing on a record, and I said, okay, just send it to me. He said, you know what? Don't sing on mine first. I want you to sing on Jody's because I want every artist that come up under me to know how special they are. He said, I'm creating kings and queens all over the places. And if they don't see what I'm doing, they're going to respect what I'm doing. To Glock, Daddy-O, Jody, and every single one of you, your well-being for him came first. Not just your music, but your lives were important to him. And he is the epitome of the most important 3 letters of his favorite rappers. True. His tenacity, his resilience, and his understanding for his God-given purpose cannot be taken in any shape, form, or fashion. As he continues to touch all of our lives, I ask that you honor him by doing good for those that you love. Honor him by being good in your communities. And to those that have become my family, I'll always keep it real with my dog no matter what.
I haven't said this in about 8 or 9 years, but I hear former students calling my name and I'm getting a little choked up. So I just want to tell them, and if you went to Hamilton, love Hamilton. Abso-fucking-lutely. Let me stop because I think my mama's watching. About 2 weeks ago, a few weeks ago, when it happened, all I could think about, first thing I thought about, first person, and I'm gonna use their government names if that's all right, Glock. I thought about Markevius. See, because he was just Markevius first to me. Thought about Josh. Thought about Wu. And I thought about the fact that their lives had been changed, all because of a student that was in my all-male class, my all-boys class back at Corey. See, to the rest of the world, he was Young Dolph, big flipper. But in 7th grade, he was just Adolph. And I remember, you know, because I've been doing this a long time. I've been around South Memphis a long time, educating kids in South Memphis a long time, and I'm gonna tell you right now, I love him, and I loved him. But Adolph was a little different. Quite a few media sources have reached out and said, well, you know, how was he as a kid? Did he set himself apart? I was like, it really wasn't anything that he did to set himself apart, but he moved differently. He grooved differently because he was built differently. He wasn't really outspoken, but I remember he wasn't really trusting either. He was somewhat guarded. You know, when other kids would speak to him and run up, hey, Mr. Bates, hey, coach, hey, this. Adolph would just sit back and look real cool as he did and nod his head like, what's up, Mr. Bates? I'm like, what's up, son? But I remember one day I was calling roll and somebody teased him about his name, Adolph. Man, he was ready to put hands on him, and I'm being a young teacher trying to break it up, and I'm trying to talk to him, talk him down. And I said, son, you know your name means something. You got to embrace it. And he was like, you know, man, but I don't want him talking about me. I don't want him messing with me. I don't want him doing this. And before you really, Adolph, you had to find a way to get in, but one thing I realized, he loved to laugh. And I said, man, I grew up just a few blocks from 2-Lane Projects. My last name, Bates. So I had to go to school with kids putting master in front of my name all the time and saying, Master Bates. So, man, if I can make it, you can make it. Your name means something. And when I said Master Bates, you know, I'm speaking to a 7th grade kid, and he bust out to laughing like, man, Mr. Bates, you all right. You pretty real. A few years later, as I matriculated to be the principal at Hamilton High School, it was about 2008 or so, he came back to the school. His brothers were still there, I think, Marcus and Timothy. But he came to see me and Coach Park in the office. He started telling me about, he was tickled that I was the principal, and he said, man, you moving up, ain't it, Mr. Bates? And I said, I guess so, son. And he said, man, I'm about to blow up too, and he gave me a CD. And I remember listening to it, it was Flavors. And if you've been following him a long time, do your history. And so, man, we were getting ready for lunch, and y'all know at Hamilton back then, we needed all hands on deck when we getting ready to go to lunch. So I'm walking him out, and I hugged him. We shook up, and I was like, ooh, wee, son. Man, hold on, Adolph. Go to my office. Go back in the bathroom in my office, man. Get some cologne. Yeah, that's like I said in my Facebook post. His favorite herbal cologne was Loud. But think about the fact that what he did, he changed lives. He made millionaires out of kids from South Memphis. The fact that I stand here today is partly because of him, but the fact that he told me, Mr. Bates, I'm about to blow up too, and he did it. How many teachers and principals can say they actually taught someone that was a national rap icon? So I stand here today, man, and got a little choked up, but I'm glad to do it. And as I leave, Markevius, keep it up, son. You got a legacy to uphold. Love Hamilton. Absolutely.
Jamia, this is dedicated to you.
Never can say goodbye. No, 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 no. Never can say goodbye. Even though the pain and heartache seems to follow me wherever I go. Though I try and try to fight it, but my feelings seem to show. Though you always say you're leaving me, and I always had to say no. Tell me why is it so? But I never can say goodbye. No, 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 no. I never can say goodbye. Every time I think of heading up, it's starting heading to the door. There's a very strange vibration piercing me right through the core. It says, turn around, you fool. No, you know you love him more. Tell me why is it so? Don't wanna let you go. I never can say goodbye, love. Oh, baby, I never can say goodbye. No, 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 no. Oh, I never can say goodbye, love. Oh, baby, I never can say goodbye. No, no, no. Ooh, I never can say goodbye, love. Hey, hey, I never can say goodbye. No, 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 no. Oh, I never can say goodbye, love. I never can say goodbye. No, 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 no. Oh. If I could, I'll give you the world. Wrap it all around you. Won't be satisfied with just a piece of your heart. You're my angel. Oh, angel. You're my angel. Oh, angel. Dreams are dreams. Some dreams come true. I found a real dream, baby, when I found you. You're so strong, but tender too. You're my angel. Oh, angel. You're my angel. Oh, angel. A love like ours is heaven sent. Each day a day to remember. I feel so safe. I feel secure with you. With you, you give me love. You keep right on giving. You fill me up, baby, with the joy of living. When things get tough, I can always turn to you. You're my angel. Oh, angel. You're my angel.
Put your lighters, put your phones up in the air and just sway it from side to side for Dolph, y'all. Put them up in the air, y'all. Cause he's an angel, y'all. Rest in peace.
Love the way we touch. I love the way it feels. Every time you're with me, my heart just won't keep
can make it real, only you make it alright. Just let me know that I am special to you. You're my angel. Oh, angel. You're my angel. Oh, angel. You're my angel. Oh, angel. He's our angel. Oh, angel.
How about big to little? Big to little, okay. Hello, everyone. Whew. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to take a little moment for a second. Thank you. For nearly a decade, I had the pleasure, the honor, I had the most pleasurable time of my life with Adolph Robert Thornton Jr. He was the most brilliant man, intelligent man, unique man, charming man. He was just everything. And I'm so, so blessed to have been able to experience him for nearly a decade. He had such a benevolent spirit, a giving heart, a heart of gold. I said it once and I'll say it again. He had a heart of David, one after God's own heart. And I'll say that to the day I die, because I mean that from the bottom of my heart. So unique, just such a unique spirit. And I knew that from the first time. I'm not gonna say the first time I met him, but it was the first time that I really got to know him. And I had conversations with him, and I would see, we would go on dates, and we would go to Houston's or just anywhere, and if we were walking and somebody came up like, hey, can I get your leftovers? He would literally go back inside the restaurant and order something altogether new just to give that person something to eat. And I don't think it was Houston's, it was actually Half Shell at that time. But I just would be amazed at, like, you were literally going back in. I thought that was just so, just awesome, you know, and it made me love and like him more at that time. Just, I never experienced someone to be that giving. I even witnessed him once. We were out of town, we was out of the country, and he was so eager to go into the town where everybody was, and he wanted to just give. He literally, all the money in his pocket, he gave away to all of the young boys that came up, and one boy came up and said, I didn't get anything. And he looked around, and he looked at his feet, and he took the shoes off of his feet, and he gave this young boy the shoes off of his feet and walked until we found some Crocs or somebody selling something just nearby in the town. And it was just that selflessness, that spirit that he had that made me literally fall in love with him, that nothing that could be done or said could ever make me look at him any differently than just having a good heart. and being a good-spirited man. And so I'm honored to have experienced him. I'm honored to have been fruitful and multiply with him, because I have two blessings. They both embody his spirit. And I'm just, like I said, it's definitely painful to not have him in our lives. But one thing I know for sure and for certain is that he is in our hearts. He's guiding us. He's our angel. He's our guiding star. He's done so many things to just endow wisdom and knowledge and impart so many valuable lessons on me and my family that I know we'll all cherish. Me and Ari and Trey will all cherish what he has done in the 7 years and the 4 years of their lives. He just did so much. And when I look back to just see how short this time we had with him, and especially for them, how short this time was, but how much has been done, I'm just very thankful. I'm just thankful. And I'm just like, I'm thankful to God, because it's like, I absolutely never wanted to see this happen. I never wanted to experience this, not one time, but twice. But I have to just be thankful to God that he just gave Adolph to us. Because like I said, he was just so amazing. And I'm not saying that just because he's gone now. I would tell him that when he was here with us. You're amazing. I'm glad that we chose life together. I want to stay here forever, because we were really basking in love. That was my love. That was my soulmate. And no matter any bad days we might have had, the good and the goodness that we shared together, it outweighed any sort of bad, ever. Any bad day or anything, because he was just an awesome, amazing man. And so I just pray to God that he heals my heart, he heals my children's heart, and that we can just be able to live strong in the spirit of Dolph. Long live Dolph. We love you.
Hello, everybody. My name is Adolph Robert Thornton III, and I am just happy to be here because my dad was the person who raised me, and he trained me to be a good man when I grow up. First, when I was younger, I used to love playing, and he was the only thing I could think about. But now since he had death, now I'm gonna make it up to the whole world, and I'm gonna be the greatest person you will ever know.
My name is Arya, and my dad, I love him because I know who he is, and he's the best dad I know, because I just like to play with him in my heart, because he's still my heart, and I'll keep thinking of him forever and ever and ever.
On 3, I want everybody to say, long live Dolph. 1, 2, 3, long live Dolph.
Come on, everybody, stand to your feet and put your hands together one more time for these wonderful people. Come on, Memphis, you could do better than that. Yeah. Say his name. Say his name. Say his name. I want to introduce somebody. I want to simply say yesterday I was asked by one of my colleagues if we could get the hip-hop community to agree to put the guns down. And I said, I'm sure we could. Ain't that right, Memphis? Then I said, and also, we need to make sure we get white nationalists and white supremacists who shoot up schools and storm capitals to put their guns down too. And we need to get police officers who shoot and kill unarmed black folks to put their guns down too. Because ain't no Uzis made in Orange Mound, ain't no Winchester rifles made in Whitehaven, and they weren't manufacturing Dracos in Dixie Homes. In order for that to happen, somebody has to write some policies. Somebody has to make some proclamations and do some political work. And some of our folks who are in office ain't worth the salt on Dolph's shoes. But there is one that I want to introduce who's going to make a presentation to these wonderful people. And this sister is someone who, like Dolph, knows how to turn dirt into diamonds. So I want y'all to put your hands together and receive State Senator Katrina Robinson.
Thank you, Pastor Fisher. Good afternoon. Or should I say, hey. Hey, baby. Since the day Dolph was taken from us, one thing has been made extremely clear by the outpouring of love from all over the world. He was much more than our favorite Memphis rapper. Dolph did much more than give us the soundtrack to our turn-ups. While he undoubtedly helped put Memphis on the map with hit after hit and will forever be named among the greatest rap legends from here, he also shone a light on this city through his philanthropy. He was a selfless individual who believed in real, tangible action, and when all is said and done, this city is better because of it, and I don't care who has anything to say about it. His contributions during his time here on earth go far beyond music. Not only was he a devoted partner, father, son, nephew, brother, and businessman, he was also deeply devoted to this city. He was devoted to the potential growth and development of his community, especially our youth. Dolph created more national artists, more real estate investors, more comedians, more entrepreneurs, more philanthropists, and so much more. He showed our youth what was possible when you stay true to yourself and pursue your dreams at all costs. He was proud to be from South Memphis. He treated everyone he encountered with the utmost respect and compassion, no matter what they were asking for. He was always willing and ready to serve and support. Even his final moments were spent supporting his community. So it's only fitting that we memorialize his life in the history books of our state. And so I would like to present the family with a resolution from the state of Tennessee. You can bring it over here. Thank you, Jamal. So I'm going to read this out because I don't think we've quite enumerated all of his accomplishments during his time, so I want to make sure that everybody knows what kind of man we're talking about today. Whereas we are greatly saddened to learn of the untimely passing of Adolph Robert Thornton, Jr. of Memphis, and whereas Memphis rap legend Adolph Thornton, known professionally as Young Dolph, was an exemplary gentleman and consummate professional who worked assiduously to improve the quality of life for his fellow citizens in numerous capacities. And whereas born on July 27, 1985 in Chicago, Illinois, Mr. Thornton was raised primarily by his grandmother in South Memphis from 4 years of age. He attended Hamilton High School as a teenager. And whereas Young Dolph began his music career in 2008 when he released his first mixtape, Paper Route Campaign. 2 years later, he formally established his independent record label, Paper Route Empire, and subsequently released Welcome to Dolph World. And whereas with the release of his mixtapes, High Class Street Music Episode 2 in 2011, Young Dolph began to develop his own rap flow, shifting away from a style similar to widely known Memphis rap acts 3 6 Mafia and 8 Ball and MJG, into a personal style described as vociferous with a magnetic delivery and uniquely deep voice. And whereas Young Dolph's star continued to rise, and in 2016 he was featured on OT Genesis' hit double platinum single Cut It, and later that year released his debut album King of Memphis under Paper Route Empire. As his popularity increased, he received offers for major label record deals, but he turned them down, preferring to stay independent. And whereas in 2018, Young Dolph signed a distribution deal with Empire Distribution, And in July 2019, in a joint venture between Paper Route Empire and Empire Distribution, he collaborated with Key Glock on the album Dumb and Dumber, which peaked at number 8 on the Billboard 200, earning each of the artists his first top 10 album. And whereas during the COVID-19 pandemic, Young Dolph released the single Sunshine amid rumors of his retirement from music, he also released edited album covers of previous releases on streaming services to feature individuals wearing surgical masks to highlight and address the global pandemic. And on August 14, 2020, he released his 7th album, Rich Slave, which was the highest charting album, peaking at number 4 on the Billboard 200. And whereas in addition to his successful career as a musician, Young Dolph was known in his hometown for his philanthropy. He donated $50,000 to his alma mater and gave motivational speeches to their students on the regular. He held Mother's Day brunches for domestic violence victims and substance abusers, and contributed yearly to the Tennessee Arts Academy Foundation. Whereas he also donated and delivered Thanksgiving turkeys across the city of Memphis, including Hickory Hill, Westwood, and South Memphis, including Lemoyne Gardens and Castelia, and visited the patients and staff of West Clinic to acknowledge the beautiful work they do. He also hosted the annual Back to School Block Party, where he donated school supplies and backpacks to the youth. And whereas Adolph Thornton was deeply devoted to his family, and he always endeavored to remain true to family values of the highest order. And whereas he leaves to mourn his memory his 2 children, Adolph Thornton III and Aria Thornton, and his partner, Jamia Jardine, as well as a host of adoring fans, extensive family, his PRE team, and the rest of the world. And whereas Mr. Thornton leaves behind an indelible legacy of integrity, probity, compassion, and loyalty in his life, and diligence and dedication in all of his chosen endeavors, and where it is fitting that we should remember the bountiful life of such an exceptional human being, now therefore, I, Randy McNally, Speaker of the Senate of the 112th General Assembly of the State of Tennessee, in conjunction with Senator Katrina Robinson and the undersigned, do hereby proclaim that we honor the memory of Adolph Robert Thornton Jr., reflecting fondly upon his impeccable character, his loyal commitment to living the examined life with courage and conviction. We express our sympathy and offer our condolences to the family of Mr. Thornton, proclaimed in Nashville, Tennessee on this 18th day of November 2021. I would like to present this to you, Jamia. But in true Dolph fashion, we don't stop there. It's truly a shame that we continue to lose our young black men to gun violence. As fulfilling as it is to be able to reminisce on how talented and exceptional a man Dolph was, it physically pains me to stand here and talk to you about yet another person we have lost due to senseless violence in this city. How much tragedy do we have to experience before we collectively decide that enough is enough and that we have to do something? So I'm calling on all of our elected officials, including our mayor, our law enforcement, community leaders, school leaders, and the community, to really come together to formulate a realistic plan that we can all execute together to stop all this violence, because our city deserves better. Our children deserve better. Dolph deserves better. We all want Dolph's legacy to be marked by service, by loyalty, and by commitment to our community, reaching back to elevate those around us. So at the request of the Paper Route team and his beloved Aunt Rita, November 17th will now officially be designated as the Adolph Young Dolph Thornton Jr. Day of Service in Tennessee. And not only will we do this in Tennessee through legislation, that means that Young Dolph has his own day of service on November 17th, just like Martin Luther King has his own day of service on January 17th. And to those who don't understand how we can name a day of service after this young man, I don't have anything to say. Dolph was one of those people. I've talked to so many people on this team and so many people from his family. He was one of those people who will meet you where you are. Whatever needs you had, he would meet you where you are. He would pull you away from the people that he was traveling with just so he could have a one-on-one conversation with you and show you the respect and the dignity that you deserve by approaching him. And I feel like with our youth, one of the things we need to do is meet them where they are. We need them to understand that they're not killers, but they are kings. Just like Dolph understood that he was a king. And so November 17th will serve as that day where we engage those youth in order for them to give back to their community just as Dolph did. And not only in Tennessee, but special shout out to State Representative Erica Thomas in Georgia. The state of Georgia will also recognize November 17th as Adolph Thornton Day. To Mia, to Aunt Rita, to the rest of the family, we are praying for you. We will be here for you in whatever time of need that you have. We know that this is a difficult time in talking to both the management team and the family, so I want you to know that we are all here, and I want to acknowledge our elected officials as well who showed up today too. Councilman J.B. Smiley is here. I saw Councilman Mikhail Lauer, and of course our beloved Mayor forever, W.W. Harrington. Family, you can call on us at any time. Thank you.
Everybody, if you feel sad about my dad dying, I'm gonna let you know that everything will be fine, because if you don't know, then I will know that I will become a great man, because my heart is like my dad.
My boy, hard to put over 20 years, man, to a few seconds, man. So I just want you to know I love you, bro. I appreciate everything you did for me, and thank you, man, for all the experience. Long live Dolph. Paper route big.
A friend for over 30. A brother for a lifetime. A motivator. A great guy. He said something, he stood on it. He made time for himself, not only for his family, other people's family, his kids, a genius, an all-around stand-up guy. Love you forever. Real king of Memphis, Young Dolph.
Yo, Dolph, I can't do this in a short amount of time because you did so much for people. Not only myself and people that you knew, but people you didn't know, just because you had a caring heart, you know. And you know I love you, and I want to let everybody else know that I love you too, man.
Hey, Dolph, it's your boy Habo, man. I remember you told me no nothing lasts forever. But this paper route thing you got going on, this long live Dolph, it's forever, my boy. I love you. Long live Dolph.
Flipper. Man, bro, you was my friend and mentor, brother. Bro, you meant everything to me, bro. Like, I wanted to be just like you, bro. Like, no lie. I don't miss you, bro.
Flipper, my man, Dolph, Frank, mine mean the world to me. Mine mean what a father means to a son. Feel me, what a big brother means to a little brother, man. You feel me? Might believe in me when I believe in myself. I love you, dude.
Set the record straight. Bro, you the reason why I'm able to do everything I'm doing. You the reason why I'm doing house giveaways, car giveaways. You the reason why I'm able to take care of my son. You the reason why I'm able to be there for my family. Bro, I just love you and thank you.
Dolph, it's Ray Ray. I just want you to know I appreciate you for being a part of your journey over the past 10 years. I'm forever grateful for your love, respect, your loyalty, everything you showed me, big bro. Till we meet again, I love you, man.
Yo, Cabana, my dog, my big brother I never had, my mentor,
a role model, the neighborhood hero, the one changed my life. Gave me so much game. We literally watched each other become successful and put in so much work and got so much recognition from it. But I love you for real though. You know, be slime gonna hold it down.
Dolph is and will always remain my brother. He taught me things in this world about life, music, and perception. Overall, how to be a boss and the captain of a ship. As I sit back and reflect on the happiness and ambition that he put in my life, all I can do is think about my paper route family, knowing that he set us up eternally. Long live Flipper, paper route, empire for life.
Flipper, my big brother, my mentor, my coach. Growing up, I wanted to be just like you, so in reality, you're my role model. I appreciate everything I learned from you. I appreciate all the time you spent trying to help me, motivate me, push me to be bigger than what I even thought I could be. You know what I'm saying? You're a real family man. You're a real stand-up guy. You're a legend. You're the GOAT. Everybody knows what's up with this all. I got you for life, brother. I love you.
Flipper, my dog. You the realest, bro. You changed my whole life, bro. You hear me? I don't know what I'm gonna do without you, bro, but we gonna keep it alive, though. Know what I'm saying? I love you, dog. Paper route business. Forever.
You say Dolph was a big brother to me. He meant the world to me. He was my mentor. He was my cheat code. He was my inspiration. He was my motivator. And like, he just gave my hood hope. Like, he gave the hood hope. Like, he was somebody to watch, somebody to look up to. Somebody I wanted to be like.
Yo, what's up, Dolph? It's your little brother, Shy, man. I just want to say thank you for everything. You always been a mentor, a big brother, and an inspiration to me. We gonna always be family. If you know, you know. Long live Dolph.
To me, Dolph was a brother, a best friend, a business partner, a life coach, a therapist. You know, what wasn't he? He was everything to me, and I'm gonna keep going because that's what he would want me to do. And I just want him to know that I love him.
Dolph, the first story you ever told me is, I don't do this for the money. I do this for my team, family, and friends. Everyone in this room today are here to support you, love you, and take care of your legacy that you have. Just like you, we truly believe what your passion was, which is that it's never about the money. It's about the people that are around you that will always push you to be the best person that you be. We will always miss you, we'll love you, and we're here to keep your legacy alive.
Dolph Cabana, Flipper, he was more than my favorite rapper, y'all. He hurt me deep with this one. It's a pain to never leave. I ain't never had nobody to come to me, get hard on me about my health, you hear me? Dude did that. Dude did stuff for the city. Hand curve, it got back to the media, none of that. And he just had a big heart for the city, you know what I'm saying? I'm forever hold it down for dude. Paper route business. Dolph, Cabana, Flipper, Frank. He was like a big brother to me. Inspiration. Friend, family. He treated me like family.
Dolph showed me that anything that I want to achieve in life or my career could be possible, and that anything that I dreamed of could become a reality. And he gave me and my brother the opportunity to do that and the platform to make that happen. And I'll always remember that. You were such an inspirational person and a role model for all of us, and we love you, bro.
Dolph, you're a real role model, bro. I just wish we had some more time together, but I'm super glad for every moment we shared together. You taught me a lot, and I just want to say I love you, bro.
I'm still lost for words, but I know one thing I can say. You was the realest, man. And can't nobody say otherwise, you know what I'm saying? You was the realest I ever known. And man, we gonna continue to keep your legacy going. Long live Dolph, real hood legend. Show that.
I really don't even know what to say right now because I never thought that I ever had to create a short mission like this. But Dolph, I appreciate you for being a good big brother, a great friend who always gave me good positive advice. Long live Dolph, Paper Route Frank, King of Memphis.
Hey, what Dolph meant to me, man, role model, legend, king. Man, I'm just grateful and blessed to even be able to call you my big brother, man. Long live Dolph. We love you, man.
I could just tell through his lyrics that he was the person that I met, and that he stood on business. And that he stand on values and families and morals. So Young Dolph will be greatly missed. And his time here was greatly appreciated.
Hey, Adolph, hey, I watch you ever since Paper Out Campaign. I can go be anything I can want to be. Come from Cat State. Hey, long live you, though. King Dolph.
I just had to talk with you right before you had left Atlanta. You know, I love you, bro. I'm my mama. We going up. Love you, bro. Be up. The hardest.
When remembering Dolph, I want to think about how hard he worked, how he was always loyal to the people around him. He was a good father, a good friend, and he did it his way. He showed us all we could do it our way. So, you know, nothing but love. Could be very missed.
Young Dolph, this your friend, this your barber, John, man. Long live Dolph, man. I love you, brother.
Flipper, thank you. You created opportunity. For all the 6 years that I tour managed, you always told me thank you. And that was before I could tell you thank you. So here's my chance. Thank you for everything, bro.
Hey, I'm gonna miss you, my dog. You know what I'm saying? Every time we seen each other, you was Kizam. I turn right back around. Dissolve. I'm just glad for the time I got to spend with you and to be a part of your life, a part of your story.
I just want to salute my brother, Young Dolph. I appreciate everything you've done for me. Bring me into the family. I love you, and your legacy will live on, and we're going to turn up for you. Love, my brother.
DJ 2, 3.